Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It is officially 2017. I've been on a bit of a break for a while. The last few months I've been really busy with school, and honestly I was not planning on filming this video tonight. It's already just past 8 p.m. The light is gone. I have to film in my horrible fluorescent lighting, but I really wanted to get back into making videos and blogging because I just had to take so much time off to make my life a little bit more manageable, and now I'm ready to get back into the zone. So I slapped on some mascara and lip gloss and I'm ready to share with you today my big 2017 New Year makeup clear out. I have gotten so many things out of my drawers to clean out. I have 3 full bags of stuff just to get rid of that I've been holding on to, that I'm never going to use, and that has absolutely no purpose anymore. So I'm going to start going through some of these. This video is going to be broken down into at least 2 different videos because there's just so much to go through, but it feels really cathartic getting rid of all this makeup. So let's jump right in. I'll tell you why I'm getting rid of things, what didn't work, what did work, maybe what got old. We're just going to go through it all. So here's just a small handful of the products that I'm getting rid of. The first is this Fresh Sugar lip balm. This is in the shade Ruby. It's just too sparkly. It's got that micro glitter in it. I don't really like this one. I don't find it very flattering. I don't find it as nourishing as the rest of them, and I never use it, so it's gonna go. And then I've got this lipstick from Estee Lauder in the shade Crushed Rose. This is actually a really pretty rosy shade. I really like it. I've used quite a bit of it, but I've had it for a really long time, and I'm not super keen on the smell of it. I wonder if it's gone a little bit off as well. It just doesn't smell good anymore, so I'm going to pitch this, but I might repurchase it. Then I've got this Maybelline lipstick in the shade Touch of Spice. This just isn't my favorite. I feel like if it wasn't matte, I'd like it more. But as it is, I have lots of other shades I like better. This one just doesn't really cut it for me, so it's gonna go. I haven't used this in almost 6 months, so adios, friend. Then I've got this L'Oreal lipstick in the shade 410 Volcanic. This is the old packaging, I believe. I think this has changed. This is just really orange and too sheer for me. If it wasn't so sheer, I feel like I'd like it a little bit better, but it's just too sheer. I never reach for it. I'm not really an orange person anyway, so it's gonna go. I've been hanging on to that for ages. I've had that for almost 2 years, and I think I've worn it twice. Then I've got this Rimmel by Kate lipstick in the shade 45. This is from their Nudes collection. Again, it's just not a shade that I reach for. I experimented a lot over the last year with trying to find a nude shade that worked for me, that I liked. This just wasn't it, unfortunately, so it's gonna go. I'm finally biting the bullet and parting with my Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Vampira. I've talked about this, I've complained about this 100 times on my channel and on my blog, on my Instagram even, and to my friends. It's just super patchy, and the color is different, swatched in the tube, on the stick, and on your lips. Mostly though, it's just so patchy, it's impossible to work with. Even with a lip liner underneath, I find that the Kat Von D shades don't respond well to having lip liners with them. Speaking of lip liners, I have this one from Joe Fresh. This is in the shade Poppy. I can't even tell you how long I've had this for. I'm nowhere close to using it up, but I've had it for, I want to say, like 4 years. And that is far too long to own any makeup product. So I'm going to get rid of this one. I have replaced it with a different lip liner. I'm using the Essence lip liner in the shade Berry Red, I think, underneath like my MAC Ruby Woo and a couple other shades I have, and I really like that one. But this one was nice, it just is very old. And then I've got 2 Essence lip glosses, and it's not that the gloss itself is bad, it's just the color's not my preference. This one is in the shade Nude Candy, and this one is in the shade Cute Pink. These are really nice. They've got a lot of glitter in them, so they're really like reflective, really shiny. It's their XXL shine glosses, so they're really shiny, not overly sticky, which I liked, but this one is just too pink, and this one is far too nude. I don't know what I was thinking with these colors. Mixed with some nude lipsticks, I thought they were okay, but just in general, I don't really like them. I don't really reach for them, so they're gonna go, but it's a shade thing, not a formula thing. Then I'm getting rid of 2 face products, and I want to preface this by saying both of these are amazing products. The first one I'm getting rid of is the Olay Fresh Effects BB Cream. I'm in fair to light. I've just had this for too long. It started to smell like it's going off. That said, it's a fantastic BB cream. It's really, really good. Very light coverage, very moisturized, and you can set it with a powder and it stays fairly matte throughout the day, and it's very affordable. Right now I'm using the Laura Mercier one because I fell in love with that after trying it at Sephora, but this is a really good alternative if you don't want to spend that much money. And then I'm getting rid of my Maybelline Fit Me Foundation Stick in the shade 115 Ivory. Again, this is a really, really good product, but I don't know, it smells funny. And once a product starts to smell funny, I just don't feel comfortable using it. I've only had this for, I want to say like a year, not very long, but it's moved with me a couple times. It's braved the summer heat. I've put this in my bag and I've traveled with it. So between time and temperature fluctuations, I really feel like that's taken a toll on this product. So I'm going to get rid of it, but in the future, I might repurchase it. I'm getting rid of two H&M eyeshadows. The first is in the shade Russet Rose, and the second one is in the shade Firmament. Let's just pull these open. I don't use these very often. I might pass these along to friends rather than throwing them out. Russet Rose is nice, but it's a very pinky rose gold shade, I think is what I'm going for here. And I don't find those tones flattering on my eyes, so I never reach for it. And Firmament is a really nice navy blue shade with a little bit of a sheen to it, but it's not shimmery. This is so close to being black that I never really reach for it. I'd rather reach for a black eyeshadow. This was in the Boyfriend Does My Makeup video though, so if you want to see this in action, I'll link that down below because it's hilarious. But yeah, neither of these shades are ones that I use. However, they're both really pigmented, they blend really well, and they're super affordable. So they are really good products, just not for me. This product though, I really don't like. I think it's terrible. This is the Rimmel London eyeshadow in the shade Gold Record, and this is terrible. It's patchy, it's a horrible shade of gold. It's like weirdly yellow, but also kind of pale. I just don't like it. It doesn't blend well, it doesn't stay, it has no staying power whatsoever, and I'm so mad at myself for buying this. There wasn't a tester in the store though, so I'm getting rid of this because it was just a colossal disappointment. And then I'm getting rid of a blush as well, and this is also a really, really great product, just not for me. This is the Essence Silky Touch Blush in the shade Life's a Cherry. It is bright. I don't know if you'll be able to see this on camera at all, but it is a bright, like red pink color. Not super flattering on me, but on some people it would be great. Just be aware this is really pigmented, although it does blend out really nicely. But yeah, I just don't use it, and I'm trying to clear out things that I don't use rather than hanging on to them, so that's why this is going to go. I have two old Quoi palettes that I'm getting rid of. This is the Modern Smoky palette, and then this is the Beauty Clutch. Both of these were limited edition, but they make the same point. I don't particularly love Quoi eyeshadows. I think they're not good quality, especially for the money you pay. They're patchy, they're not pigmented, they don't blend well. They come out with these special edition kits every year, and this year I had to say, like, please don't buy me them for Christmas because they're just not very good. This one has face and eye, and this one's just eye. Both of them were equally poor quality. They're really chalky, really dusty. Again, don't blend very well. They just were not good products, so I'm going to get rid of them. I've played around with them a lot, but they were just disappointments. That said, I got a set of Quoi lipsticks for Christmas, matte ones, and they were fantastic. I love those. So it's just really their eyeshadows I'm not super stuck on. I found two more lip products in the bag of death over here that I'll go through quickly. This is an e.l.f. lip gloss. It's in the shade pink, I think. This is just really, really hot pink. I actually really like this. I think it's really great, really flattering, but I've had it for ages. I think I've had this since high school, so it's gotta go because anything that you use that close to your mouth, I don't think you should be keeping for that long. 4 years is probably too long. And then I'm getting rid of the Marc Jacobs lipstick. This was the free one from Sephora for your birthday, and it's in the shade Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I'm not a super fan of the color. It's too pink for me. I don't find it flattering on my lips. I have a lot of problems with Marc Jacobs as a brand. I will never purchase any of their products, and I'd received the gift before I'd sort of formulated my opinion on them. So I won't go into that because it's a personal thing. It's not something that other people really need to know because they probably won't agree with me. But this lipstick isn't flattering, so I'm getting rid of it, and I don't feel any remorse. This Maybelline Fit Me Powder, this is the translucent one. I found that this sat on top of the skin funny. It didn't set my makeup, it didn't absorb oil, it just kind of sat there and balled up, looked patchy, did funny things to my foundation. Overall, I just really didn't like this. I thought it was very disappointing, and I gave it a good try as well. Like, I gave that a thorough testing, and it just never really did it for me. And then this is my Revlon Nearly Naked powder. I've talked about this a ton, and I have big time hit pan on this one. Like, I have used this to death, but I think it's time for it to go. It's been a really long time, which is part of why I've hit pan on it. And in trying to use it, I realized that the product isn't really coming up on a brush anymore. So it's time for that one to go, but it was really nice and has been very well loved. And the last product in this video, part 1, is actually a product that I really like, but I just find I don't use it ever because I don't need it personally. And it's the Essence Make Me Brow. This is so good. It's a dupe for the Benefit Gimme Brow. It's got little fibers in it. It's got this teeny tiny little brush that's perfect for going through your brows. The shade is nice, but I have really thick brows and I don't get them done very often. I will do them myself, but I kind of just let them do what they want. And for that reason, this isn't the product for me. So I'm going to get rid of it. Maybe pass it along to a friend actually, because there's nothing wrong with it. But I would highly recommend this to anybody with sort of sparse brows who wants something that will fill in their brows, give them a little bit of shade and color, and also just gel them into place. It's great. So that's it for part 1 of my New Year's makeup clear out. If you liked this video, please let me know. I really like watching clear out videos. I don't know why. There's just something really therapeutic about watching other people clean out their stuff. Usually because I'm not the one cleaning out my stuff. But I sat down the other day, I got rid of so many things. I will share with you, I still have 2 big bags of stuff to get rid of. This one has a lot of like body and skincare in it, so that'll be in the next video, along with the leftover makeup stuff. If you did like this video, please comment, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel. I'd really like to grow my channel in this community in 2017. And I will see you soon with another video. Bye, everybody. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it.